Welcome to Redcap's Sky Chase, a dream too wild to catch. A world where islands dance through the clouds. Luca, the Redcap kid, is flying his boat through the sky with his two crewmates. They're racing towards an island, and Luca is laughing wildly at the wheel. "Hang on, crew! The floating garden's just beyond the Starfall Rift!" he shouts, grinning from ear to ear. "Or we crash into oblivion," says Mira, the cat girl, deadpan from the back of the boat. "I'm too small to die!" shrieks Poco, the tiny cactus, panicking in the corner. As they approach the island, Luca grins even wider. There it is, the legendary floating garden, said to be made of pure dream stuff and guarded by the one and only Nimbus the Hoarder. Suddenly, they hit a patch of turbulence and the boat crashes onto the island below. It's covered in sparkling mist and looks like an untouched paradise. Luca climbs out from the wreckage, coughing and spluttering. "Looks like we made it," he says, dusting himself off. Mira emerges from the wreckage with a slight frown. "The starseed compass is inside that cave," she says, pointing to a giant golden cave opening. "Guarded by Nimbus the Hoarder." Luca grins. "Sounds cuddly," he says. Poco shivers. "Sounds deadly." They enter the cave, and suddenly a huge sky dragon opens its glowing eyes. "Another thief?" it booms. "Leave or be eaten." "Not a thief," says Luca, stepping forward bravely, an admirer. "I've never seen someone protect their dreams so well." Nimbus raises an eyebrow. "My dreams," he says softly. The dragon lowers its head to the ground, allowing the three adventurers to approach the treasure pile in the center of the cave. As Luca reaches for the starseed compass, something catches his eye. Tucked away in a corner was an old red cap, identical to his, except this one is faded and torn. He picks it up and a surge of memories hits him. Luca's face, his eyes shimmering with unshed tears. "This was my brother's," he whispers, back to Luca. "He believed in dreams like the floating garden. I'm chasing them too." Nimbus looks at the compass in his treasure pile. "Dreams are fragile things," he says, his voice rumbling like distant thunder. "Not mine," Luca says, smiling through happy tears. "Mine's stitched into every part of me." Nimbus throws back his head and laughs, echoing through the cave. "Then prove it, little dreamer," he booms. "Catch the starseed compass before it floats away, and it's yours." As if summoned by Nimbus's words, the compass bursts from the treasure and floats away up through the ceiling. Luca wastes no time. He takes off running after it. Through a series of quick cuts, we see Luca sprinting over chasms, swinging on vines, leaping over sparkling pools, narrowly avoiding the grasping claws and tails of fantastical beasts, all while the compass floats just out of reach above him. Mira and Poco cheer him on from the sidelines. "Go, Redcap!" they shout, their voices filled with excitement and disbelief. As the finish line comes into view, Luca leaps off the ledge and snatches the compass midair. "Got it!" he shouts triumphantly as he lands. Nimbus appears behind him, chuckling. "Well done, little dreamer," he says, his voice filled with admiration. "You may take the compass." With the starseed compass in his possession, Luca runs back to the boat with Mira and Poco. They climb aboard, and just as they take off, the island shakes and the cave begins to collapse behind them. "Thanks for the help, Nimbus," Luca calls out to the dragon as they sail away. "May the winds favor you, dreamers," Nimbus calls back, his voice echoing through the sky. As they sail into the glorious sunset, we see the starseed compass glowing brightly in Luca's hand. He turns it over in his palm, reveling in its power. The pans out, giving us a breathtaking view of the floating islands dancing amongst the clouds, forever changing, forever dreaming. And that's the story of Redcap's Sky Chase, a dream too wild to catch. The end.